Don't overreact. Eddie needs to know that we'll support anybody he loves.
You told me that right after Eddie called to invite us, and as we were getting ready, and in the car on the way over.
Just don't cause a scene.
I won't. It could be a geriatric nymphomaniac, or an 18-year-old eunuch.
So, do you see him?
Oh, there he is. Uh-oh.
What?
He's alone.
Well, maybe he just hasn't arrived yet.
Or maybe she hasn't arrived yet.
So happy you guys can make it.
We wouldn't have missed it for all the tea in China.
Because Walt doesn't drink tea.
So, is your friend there?
Yes.
Great. We'll sit here.
Walt and Morris take the two other seats. Walt places a napkin on his lap, does the same for Morris. They do not notice Eddie doing the same for himself and then placing one on the chair.
Well, what do you think?
It's a lovely restaurant.
I bet they have attendants in the bathroom.
I meant of Lonnie,
One?
my special friend.
Oh, she's lovely. Where is she?
Here,
Oh, did we miss her on the way in? Is she freshening up?
she's right here.
Oh, we'll support anybody you love, no matter how tiny she is.
Lonnie's not tiny. She's the largest in the room.
Oh, we'll support anybody you love, no matter how obese she is.
She's imaginary.
What?
She's imaginary. She doesn't exist.
Oh, we'll support anybody you love, no matter how imaginary.
Lonnie's not imaginary.
What Morris meant to say
Oh,
was...
it's the chair.
What?
Lonnie, she's the chair.
She's not the chair.
She's the chair.
She's the chair?
We'll support anybody you love, no matter how inanimate she is.
She's not inanimate. She's vibrant, lovely, full of energy.
She's a chair.
She's not just a chair. She's my companion, my comfort. When I'm inside her, I find softness and warmth.
Should we be talking about this in public?
I'm not embarrassed to declare my love for Lonnie. She completes me. So many nights I've stayed at home, reading and watching television, hoping for something more. I thought it was another person, but then I saw her at a garage sale.
I love garage sales.
She thought she was old and used up, but I took her home, cleaned her up, polished her, patched up some old holes, and voila, she's as good as new.
I saw them do the same thing on the Home and Garden Network.
We took things slow at first. I didn't sit on her every night, just Saturday and Sunday afternoons. She stayed in the living room at first, then I moved her to the bedroom. Now I take her whenever I want to sit.
That's exactly how it happened with Walt and me.
I no longer feel lonely at night when I sit at home on Saturday nights. Lonnie's there with me.
She's a chair!
And I love her.
But you can't love a chair.
Why not?
Well, because it can't love him back.
Yes, she can. She makes me comfortable and holds me tight. She's always there when I need her.
But this just isn't right. It's unnatural.
I beg your pardon?
People don't fall in love with things. They fall in love with people.
Says who?
Says everybody.
I have to say I'm quite surprised to hear this coming from you, Walt.
Me too.
Why?
Because when you came out to me, I accepted you for who you were. It's sad you can't do the same for me.
Very sad.
Well, it's just that I've never heard of anybody falling in love with a chair.
Well, I have. It's called objectum sexuality. OS for short.
It is?
And how would you know that?
I read about it on the internet.
Well, still, I've never been to an OS bar.
It'd be cheap to maintain. Everybody would bring their own chair. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to.
Oh, don't worry. Lonnie has a great sense of humor.
How can you tell?
Well, she loves to watch reruns of old sitcoms with me, and the first thing Sunday morning, I read the funny papers to her.
I wish Walt would read the funny papers to me. He always has to read the business section first. We should have you guys over for Sunday brunch.
I wouldn't know what to cook. What does a chair eat?
Lonnie doesn't require much. She enjoys the smell of most everything I cook, except fish. It has a way of lingering on her.
Walt stinks up the house when he cooks fish.
And it pleases her when I eat while sitting on her. She loves feeling me have a good meal.
This is just crazy.
People used to think we were crazy.
This is not about us.
No, it's about Eddie and who he loves. Like you said about 20 times before we got here, no matter who Eddie introduced us to tonight, we would treat them with respect because we care about Eddie.
You said that about me?
Well, that was before you introduced us to a chair.
What difference does that make as long as he's not hurting anybody?
I'd never hurt Lonnie.
You are a cute couple.
And she makes you happy?
Very much so.
Then I'm happy for you.
Thank you.
And I look forward to getting to know her.
Now we have a fourth for hearts. Does she play?
I never asked her. Feel free to inquire while I use the bathroom.
Maybe Lonnie needs to fluff her cushions?
Lonnie thinks you're delightful.
That's very nice of you, Lonnie. Do you play cards?
Are you as insane as Eddie?
Don't talk that way about Eddie in front of Lonnie.
You know, I just can't buy the idea of a man falling in love with a chair. A car, maybe. But not a chair.
She is rather attractive.
What are you doing?
This is heaven.
Well, now wonderful. Now get off of there.
Oh, you've got to try this.
I am not sitting on Eddie's chair.
Just for a second.
No.
You always say not to judge a person until you've walked a mile in their shoes, so don't judge Eddie until you've rested a moment on his chair.
Fine. I'll get you off my back. Oh. Oh. You are so right.
I told you so.
This is the most comfortable chair I have ever sat in.
Told you. Hussy! Not since I met Walt. I introduced you to my friends and this is how you act?
It's not what you think.
Am I supposed to believe that the cable guy was just taking a load off when he sat at you? You need to be less inviting. You're an attractive piece of Ugh.
You know, she didn't invite me. Morris tried the chair, and then
Both of them? Without wearing your plastic cover. I didn't sit on it that long. And I got rid of my ottoman because you thought I spent too much time with it. Well, I am done being made a fool of.
Give her another chance, Eddie.
No, she's obviously not ready to settle down. I need to find myself a nice, stable recliner. And I faithfully to sleep on you.
I guess he really did have feelings for her.
They need to work out their issues.
Yeah. It is an awfully nice chair. It'd be a shame for it to go to waste.
You know what you mean.
She'd look great in the library.
She'd match the curtains.
We might have to get rid of the ottoman, though.
That ottoman meant nothing to me.
They snuggle with the chair.